Hey, this is Jamey with Stegmaier Games, and I am back now to continue the game that I started last Wednesday. Thank you for your patience. I had to take a break due to a major family emergency. Um, but I'm back here to continue that game with round two, which includes Between Two Castles, Rolling Realms, and Scythe. So, in Between Two Castles, you are essentially building these castles from the ground up using large numbers on the bottom and smaller numbers on top of them. Whenever you complete a column, you get the resources at the top of that column. And at the end of the game, for each row in each castle that you complete, you get a star. Or at the end of the round. By Rolling Realms, the new promo realm. You can write really any number in any of these faces. Yeah, you're just writing a number and an empty face on a world, and then you are crossing off a benefit below that little world. So any number, right off, cross off a benefit. However, at the end of the game, you're trying to accomplish two goals. One is you want to score. You're going to score 1 star per complete world, so that you need complete worlds whose faces each have a different number. So you want different numbers within this world. It's okay if I have a 1 here and also a 1 here, as long as I don't have two ones, for example, within this world. Also, you score 1 star per world that has the same value of another world. So if the sum. So if the sum of this world adds up to 12, and this one also adds up to 12, and this one adds up to 13, this one scores a star because it matches this world. This one scores a star because it matches this world, and this one doesn't match any other world, so it doesn't get a star. Yeah, that is Rolling Realms. Then in Scythe. So Scythe, you can do a couple different things. One thing you can do is you can use a number to cross off a top row section and gain a resource. The other thing you can do is cross off a bottom row section and spend a resource, and you gain a star. Both of those require a number. You're going to do one of those two things. Or the best thing you can do in Scythe is to cross off a top row number. So use a number to cross off a top row section, gain a resource, and then immediately, without using a number, just spend the resource to gain a star of the section directly below it. That's the optimal thing to do in Scythe. So let's jump right in and play this round of Rolling Realms. Turn one, we have a 3 and a 4. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you're watching along, if you have any questions, or if you're just going to play along with me today. That's awesome too. So 3 and a 4. Those two do add up to 7, which is good if I have 2 coins. I could use 2 coins to replicate one of these numbers if the roll adds up to 7. But I don't have any coins yet. I think that's unlikely that I would get them. But I might be able to pull off something where I get a resource from Rolling Realms and then cross off that resource over in Scythe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use the 4 in Rolling Realms to get a coin, which gives me a coin, and we'll use the 3 in Scythe to get a pumpkin, and then right away cross off the bottom row and use that coin to get a star. Hey Mark, good morning from the Philippines. Or, well, I'm in St. Louis. Good morning to you in the Philippines. Thanks for joining me. All right, roll number 2. We have a 5 and a 6 with the second roll. 5 and a 6, so some high numbers. What can I do with the 5 or 6? So I do have a pumpkin now, but I don't have, pumpkins aren't in below the 5 or 6 over here in Scythe. And really, I should not have neglected Between Two Castles for even a single turn because there are 10 spaces to fill in here. So I definitely need to do some stuff over there. Let's put a... Oh, I want to complete a column as soon as possible. So let's put a 5 here. And we'll put a 6 over in Rolling Realms and probably get a 1 if we could. Or get a heart if we could, maybe. Now let's put a 6... let's go to complete this row. We'll work. Actually, no. I want to get variety. So let's get a 6. We'll put a 6 right here and get a heart. So now I do have a heart in case I need that. A coin would be beneficial too. There's only one more coin to get in Rolling Realms. All right, third roll, third turn. We have a 5 and a 2. Again, they add up to 7. So if I had 2 coins, I could spend one of them, or spend 2 of them to copy one of those dice. 5 and a 2. So the 2 could go on top of the 5 here in Between Two Castles. I'll probably do that. And then the 5 could go over here in Scythe. I'll need to activate Rolling Realms every turn. I don't necessarily need to activate Scythe every turn. Really, only 6 turns would be optimal for Scythe. So let's put the 2 over here in between 2 castles and get another heart and a coin. And we can use the, did I say 5 there? We're using the 2 there. We'll use the 5 in Rolling Realms, I think. 5, let's start to combine these numbers a little bit. Let's put a 5 here in Rolling Realms and get another pumpkin. And now I could create a 1 value die, and I probably should. Well, I might wait one more turn because 2 hearts can turn into an extra die if I roll a pair. So let's try to roll a pair here. We did it. A 3 and a 3. That's great. Hey, Tim, thanks for joining today. I drove back through Evansville yesterday. Thought of you again. Hope you're doing well. And we did make it home safely yesterday. I drove yesterday from Virginia back here to St. Louis. Long 15-hour car ride. So we have a 3 and a 3. So I could use 2 hearts to copy one of those 3s if I wanted, and I probably do want. Although one of those 3s does not benefit Scythe. So maybe this isn't the round to copy anything because it doesn't actually help me over here in Scythe. So if I put the 3 here, that would add up to 12 total, which could work. It's a different number. Or actually, let's do this, because if I put a 3 right here in Rolling Realms right there, then that adds up to 9. That also adds up to 9. So I just need, nope, that won't work, because then I would need, no, because then I just need the same number in both these realms. So it doesn't have to be, it would be a 1 or a 2 probably would be the third number, which actually works out great. So let's do that. Let's put a 3 there. We'll get let's get a heart. And then we'll use the other 3 over here in between 2 castles. We'll do it on another short column. We'll put it right there. And I am going to go ahead and use 1 coin here and 1 heart there to get that star. So I'm sorry, I don't use a coin. I use the 1 there. To create a 1 value die, I get a coin back from that, and then I'm using a heart to cross off the bottom row. Mark says, can't wait for my copy of Rolling Realms, the promo Realms. It's stuck in China, according to FedEx updates right now, and his side of the game. I hope you get I hope that gets through customs soon, Mark. And Garrett says, great to see you online. Just wanted to share my praise of David for recent parts replacement issue. Very responsive and quick. I'm glad to hear that, Garrett. Thank you yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Dave's been great to work with over the last, really just a week or 2 now. Yeah. Another pair. So we didn't use that first pair, but a pair of 4s could be good because we have a 4 available over here inside. So probably copy one of these. Doesn't help me complete a column in between 2 castles, but that's okay. Let's put it right here in between 2 castles. I think I will also use the 4 over here in Rolling Realms. We'll use it for, what do we need? Let's use it for another coin. And I am going to use 2 hearts to copy one of those 4s for Scythe, because I do have that pumpkin to spend. So I'm gaining a coin, spending a pumpkin, and now I need another pumpkin so I can have 2 pumpkins to manipulate a die if I need to. All right, so far so good. I would definitely want 1s or 2s here. All right, I've used all 3 realms, so I think that's good for this turn. A 1 and a 3. 1 and a 3. Not great for Scythe here. Might come a little bit down to the wire for Scythe, but that's okay. 1 is a number that I want over here in Rolling Realms. So let's put the 1 right there. So the sum of that world is 10. And so I'm going to try to get 10 to be the sum of these other 2 worlds as well. I get a pumpkin for that, so I'm back up to 2 pumpkins. And the 3, I could use the 3 over here to complete that column and get 2 hearts. I don't really have anything to do over inside, although I could do, yeah, maybe I should do this. I don't know, I don't need to do it yet, so I don't want to rush it. I could create a 2 value die here and use a pumpkin, but I'm going to wait one turn to do that. Let's wait 1 turn. Okay, definitely running out of time in between 2 castles. I don't know what I was doing over there, but time is running short there. I will need to get a bunch of pumpkins if that's going to work out. A 2 and a 5. Okay, maybe I could use 2 coins somewhere to copy one of these. Yeah, this could be a possibility. 2 and a 5. Let's go ahead and put that 2. What do I want to do? Do I want to complete the column here? I think I'm going to need the pumpkins. So the coins could be helpful too. So it's either 2 here or 5 there. I need a 1 there. And a 5 actually would be great here too. Oh, okay. Let's put the 5 right there and get a heart in Rolling Realms. We'll put the 1, or I'm sorry, the 2 in between 2 castles right there to get 2 pumpkins. And I think I lean towards, ooh, I could copy, I don't know what I could do here. So I could copy the 5 because 2 plus 5 is 7. I could copy the 5. I have the coin there to use. I'm tempted to do that. Yeah, I think that might be a good time to do it. So let's use 2 coins to copy the 5 and also spend a coin. I'll end up gaining a heart to cross off that, and get that heart, that star. Tim says he's enjoying the Rise of Fenris and Rolling Realms this week. Excited about the Red Rising event this Saturday. Yeah, that's coming up this Saturday at Your Brother's Bookstore in Evansville, Indiana. Thank you for running that, Tim. That's for Red Rising, the other 2021 release from Stegmaier Games. I think we're good for this turn. 2 more turns left. Let's see what we can do. Double 4s again. Ooh, that could be trouble because I really need a 2 and a 6. I've used all my coins, so I can't get a 2 there. I can, of course, skip the top row of Scythe. You don't have to do anything in the top row. In fact, maybe I should have been doing that earlier. I could just go right to the bottom row. So maybe I could manipulate one of these 4s into a 3 to take care of that. Might need to do that. I also need a coin to create a 1. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to be a little stuck here because I need more 1s in Rolling Realms. 4 doesn't really help me in between 2 castles, although I could put a 4 right here and get a pumpkin. Not a great roll, yeah. And maybe I shouldn't have used all those coins the previous turn. That might have already come back to bite me. But that's okay. Let's put a 4 here. I mean, any number can go there, so I'm not sure about that. And that's a star too. Let's put a 4 there. Get a pumpkin. The other 4. So I could complete this world and just sacrifice the extra star. Might need to do that. But let's use the other 4 and manipulate it into a 3. So I'll use 2 pumpkins, turn it into a 3 to get this star and spend a heart. And I could now copy the other 4. Let's go for it. I'm not going to complete everything. So I'm going to copy the other 4 and put it right here. So I'll still get a star from this world. Here, I'll hold it up so you can see. That middle world there, I'll still get a star from it. But because the sum of it is 13 instead of 10, I'm not getting any bonus from it. So I really need to put a 1 in this final realm if I'm going to make Rolling Realms worth it. I'll get 5 stars if I can pull that off. All right, final roll. Give me some 1s. Yeah, 1 and a 6 would be great. A 6 and a 2, pretty close. Close enough. We can make that work. 2 and a 6. And I'd love to complete this row in between 2 castles too. Although I don't think I'll be able to do it. Yeah, I'm a little short. Although I did get a pumpkin there. I almost forgot about that pumpkin. So there's another pumpkin. But pumpkins don't help you create dice. They just help you manipulate dice. Okay, so we are going to probably just use the 6 down here. Spend a pumpkin to get a star. And I could just throw a 2 there. The problem is that I'd love to get another heart. Okay, let's do this. We'll use the 2 here in Scythe instead. That'll gain us a heart. And then I will spend a pumpkin to cross off the bottom row. So I haven't used the 6 yet. I'm going to throw down the 6 here, get another heart, and then spend 3 hearts to copy one of these dice. 3 hearts does that. I'll put a 6 right there to complete that row. That essentially gave me an extra star, I think. So I'm going to end up I have all but 2 rows completed for between 2 castles, so that's 4 stars. For Rolling Realms, I don't think I have any matching realms, so I think I'm just getting 3 stars. But I do get the 3 stars because all the numbers within each world are unique within that world. It's too bad I couldn't get any of them to match up. But 3 stars and 6 from Scythe. That's a total of, what do we have? That's 6, 10, 13.3. 13.3. So it ended up being an okay round. Not a great round in terms of my score, but I had fun. I appreciate Mark, Garrett, and Tim for joining in here in the comments. And I will throw this up on YouTube for anyone to play along in the future and let me know how much better you did than me, because I bet you'll do a better job than getting 13.3. All right, take care. Mark, thanks for the Rolling Realms compliment, the Rolling Realms realm compliment. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for round 3. Take care. I'll see you then. Bye.